Pod Security Context with a focus on runAsNonRoot. This is about mastering security settings at the pod level in Kubernetes. Running containers as non-root users is one of the most fundamental security practices in container orchestration. Throughout this tutorial, we'll explore why this matters and how to implement it correctly. Why should we run containers as non-root users? There are two critical reasons. First, it limits the blast radius. If an attacker manages to escape from a container that's running with root privileges, they can potentially compromise the entire host system. By running as non-root, we significantly reduce the damage an attacker can cause. Second, it provides defense in depth. This adds an essential security layer that protects your system even if other security mechanisms fail. It's a simple yet powerful way to harden your Kubernetes deployments. The Pod Security Context is a powerful feature that applies security settings to all containers within a pod. It gives you control over three main areas. First, it sets user and group IDs for the processes running inside your containers. Second, it controls file system permissions, determining who can read, write, or execute files. Third, it manages Linux capabilities and privileges, allowing you to grant or restrict specific system-level operations. By configuring these settings at the pod level, you ensure consistent security policies across all containers in that pod. Let's look at a basic non-root configuration. This is a simple pod manifest where we define the security context. Under the spec section, we add a security context block. Inside it, we set run as non-root to true, which enforces that the container must run as a non-root user. We also set runAsUser to 1000, explicitly specifying the user ID that the container processes should use. Then we define our container with a name and image as usual. This simple configuration ensures your pod runs with non-root privileges. There are 4 key fields in the security context that you should understand. First is run as non-root, which enforces that the container must run as a non-root user. If the container image tries to run as root, Kubernetes will prevent it from starting. Second is runAsUser, which specifies the user ID for running container processes. Third is runAsGroup, which sets the primary group ID for container processes. Finally, there's fsGroup, which controls the ownership of mounted volumes. This is particularly important when your containers need to read or write to persistent storage. Here's a complete example that brings all these fields together. In the Security Context section, we set run as non-root to true, runAsUser to 1000, runAsGroup to 3000, and fsGroup to 2000. This means the container runs as user 1000 with group 3000, and any volumes mounted will be owned by group 2000. We then define our container and mount a volume at the data path. This configuration ensures comprehensive security for both the running processes and the file system. What actually happens when run as non-root is set to true? The behavior depends on your container image. If your image is built with a non-root user defined, the pod starts successfully without any issues. However, if your image runs as root by default, Kubernetes will refuse to start the pod and return an error. This fail-safe mechanism ensures that no container accidentally runs with root privileges when you've explicitly configured it to run as non-root. It's a safety net that protects your cluster. Let's wrap up with some best practices. First, always set run as non-root to true in production environments. This should be a standard security baseline. Second, use high user ID values, typically 1000 or above, to avoid conflicts with system users. Third, build your container images with the user instruction in your Docker file, so the non-root user is baked into the image itself. Finally, combine Pod Security Context with Pod Security Standards for complete, layered protection. These practices will significantly strengthen your Kubernetes security posture.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.